Peace, infinite waters diving deep once again. Can I get a hello there? Okay, now that we're relaxed, we can start. 7 things making you anxious. So many of us are dealing with anxiety. I dealt with anxiety. I went through it. I came out of the other side. I'm still here. I'm still alive. A live check. It's not fun. And I don't want to go back to those times. I am glad right now I am embracing a more harmonious inner equilibrium. I've talked about the solutions. Now I'm going to talk more about the triggers, because once we know what causes our anxiety, now we can deal with it more efficiently. Number 1, the environment is everything. I say we become what we surround ourselves with most often, the kind of energy. So I remember days going on the train. It was crowded. I would feel nervous that everyone was watching me. What was I wearing? Glittering gold or something? No, I was watching me. And that's why the secret was when I started to take 100% responsibility for my internal condition. To say, hey, I am causing this. I am creating this feeling inside of myself. But at the same time, our environment can serve as a catalyst for our inner well-being. You have ecotherapy, which is all about how embracing a more natural, harmonious, serene environment can help create more wellness within ourselves. And that's why you always see me out in nature most of the time. Hey, we're in nature. And even when I'm indoors, I have a feng shui. Everything is arranged in a very tranquil way to make me feel good. A lot of us, we are absorbing energies when we go outside. A lot of people themselves are rushing, racing to get to the finish line. And anxiety is contagious. So we end up absorbing their energy. What I love about nature is that you absorb the calmness of nature, the sounds of nature, and the spirit of nature. So I have relieved my anxiety by every day going into nature, or even if I'm indoors, by creating nature indoors, opening the window, putting some bonsais around. But it can never replace nature. But oh well, we tried. Number 2 is I don't know what to do. I don't know what I want. That was me for a long time, because I was in the wrong environment. I was working in a job which I loved helping people, but at the same time, I knew this was not my calling. So that made me extremely anxious, nervous, because whenever I was interacting with people, it was almost as if I had to try so hard. Fake smiles. And what I realize now, doing what you love relieves all the anxiety. When you know what you want. Some people say, how do I discover what I want? I say, take a trip down memory lane. See what inspired you when you were growing up. For me, it was skating, being in nature, being around amazing people, and that's what I'm doing right now. I based my life around what I love to do, and it's working. Many of us, we are living in two worlds. The world of our heart and the world of our mind. I always put my heart's desires in the driving seat and the mind in the back. Balance the two out. And it works. Right now, we are seeing that much of what we have been told is a lie. So our wants are changing based around what we know we are worthy of. But once I saw this, anxiety disappeared instantly. Number 3, pushing yourself too hard. A lot of us, we are caught up in linear time. That's why I don't wear a watch. And I used to wear a watch on my left hand. Then I realized, wait a minute. That corresponds to the heart. Now the watch is going to interfere with my natural biorhythm, making me more anxious. But more so, I have what I call the hourglass syndrome, where there's not enough time. There's not enough days. There's not enough seasons. It's never enough. Ever enough. So what I do is that I let go of time completely. And I still get things done. But I take off all of that pressure. Because let's look at it. When we give ourselves a deadline, what does this mean? It means that if we don't do something in that given time, then we are a failure or we are not good enough. Sometimes, actually, it can be used to push ourselves to the next level. Sometimes I do that. But most times I have found when you drop all deadlines, you just breathe, you feel amazing because now you can go at your own pace. A lot of us, we are working too hard in something which is not serving us. That is the definition of pushing yourself too hard. For me, doing what I love is simplicity. And that's why I can keep on doing it, because I'm not pushing myself too hard. I'm taking the pressure off by doing what I love. And also, a lot of the times we have to ask ourselves, are we doing everything by ourselves? I have a close circle, the circle of trust. People that I work with who inspire me. And that takes the pressure off because we are all connected. Number 4 is avoidance. I don't want to talk to that person. So you run away. That was me. I am in between an introvert and an extrovert. But growing up, when my mum would say, oh, so-and-so's here to see you, I would be like, oh, really? And I would be talking to them and getting bored halfway through. I wanted to run away. So a lot of the times I would avoid if my mum was gonna bring people around. I would go out. Avoidance. And that caused more anxiety. I realized that you have to face what you are most afraid of to deal with your anxiety. That is the only way around it, and it works. So ask yourself, what are you avoiding? Because that holds your greatest power. Are you afraid to talk to someone? Then you really should. Because once you can do that, now you free yourself. You feel amazing. Number 5, I must be a good person. I say this has been one of the biggest factors that cause my anxiety. Being super nice, super polite. I realized my authentic self was already there. We have this notion in society of a good person, a moral person, someone of high standards. But what is a good person? I say I am the totality of every single emotion in existence. I am happiness, I am also sadness, I am anger, I am also joy. So I have negative energy, I have positive energy. Essentially, I allow myself to feel all of that, and now I become whole. I don't resist how I feel. And a lot of us, we just want to focus on singing Kumbaya and everything is just good. And that's fantastic. But at the same time, we have a shadow side. And the shadow side is the raw side of who we are. And what I've done recently, and more I'm doing it, is to let it out. I'm not perfect. Please don't think I am perfect, because I am, get it? I am. And that's why I take off that pressure. I have so much energy for helping people and inspiring people, but sometimes I just want to watch people making pranks or people just having a fun time. That's me. So I have a very serious side, a fun side, a very sensitive side, a very angry side. Don't make me angry now. But I let it all out, and I'm not concerned with how anybody perceives me. When you let go of people pleasing and focusing on what other people think of you, you will be a lot happier and your anxiety will diminish. I've seen it. Number 6 is suppressing emotions and feelings. A lot of us, they told me that I could never cry. Show emotion, because emotion is energy in motion. I have seen that you release so much blocks, because the chi in our body, when we don't express how we feel in the present moment, now we create an energetic block. And to release the energy, we have to start expressing, because as your self-expression increases, your self-love increases. The secret of this, I have found, is to take small steps every single day. Express yourself every single day. Shout out of the window, "Hey, I'm on TV." Or actually shout, "Hey, I don't like TV." Get out there, get it out. And that's why the more you can do it every single day, the more free you will feel within yourself. Talk to a stranger. Perform a random act of kindness. See what happens. Surprise yourself, for goodness sakes. You don't have to be over the top though. Just be yourself. And lastly, number 7 is the lifestyle, habits, diet. I have found eating a more plant-based diet has been essential for me to feel calmer, to let go of anxiety. Blueberries, high in vitamin C, which is essential. This is a stress reliever. Oranges. And the more you can relax, the more anxiety disappears. You can also look at watercress, spinach, high in magnesium. Now this is essential for getting rid of the high levels of cortisol. And we get a lot of cortisol when we are in that fight or flight mode. You can look at foods which are high in vitamin B. Bananas are fantastic for getting rid of anxiety because vitamin B is all about healthy nerves, healthy brain cells. So I look at the lifestyle. Exercising is essential as well for balancing out the cortisol levels, and also for just expressing yourself, for getting out there and letting go of the tension, because you can think till the cows come home about letting go of anxiety, but the body is the subconscious mind. So once you start moving your body, now you start changing your energetic frequency to raise you into a higher vibration. So there you have it. Don't let anxiety hold you back. We are here relaxing or chillaxing. Infinite waters, diving deep once again. Stay well, stay healthy. Peace.